What's up, everybody? Basically, what I'm doing right now is getting my shop in order. I started picking up leather working as a hobby, but I'm trying to get everything cleaned up. You should have seen this yesterday. It was a lot more dirty. Basically, I have everything set up this direction. This is how I did have everything set up. I have the sewing machine, TV, tool cart, and this is just like a fishing tackle box that I use for this stuff. But now I'm going to switch everything from this side to this side, and I'm going to put a couch that I had from my living room. It's an old couch set. I'm going to put 3 of them here, 3 sectionals. I'm going to clear off all of this. Then I'm going to hang up another flag over here. Pretty much, I don't know, I might reorganize some of this stuff. But basically, I'm just trying to get it in order. This is where I kind of lay out the leather pieces to cut them and things like that. So I'm still working on the garage around. This is where I'm at right now. I brought in the couch. I was gonna throw it away, but because I got some new couches in the house, and then I had the old carpet. And this is where I roll out the leathers. I replace all these light bulbs. Well, 2 of them. They're pretty bright. And then I have this one up here. I still need to dust everything off, but I ended up moving this because the couch wouldn't fit. I could have fit one of them, but this way I could fit 3. Still got the TV here. I have a projector and an Apple TV, so I don't use it, but I have a projector screen, so I'm gonna put it right there, projecting this way. And then I got my toolbox. I got a little incense going. Just using this old water bottle. All my tools. Still need to organize more of them. And yeah, it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna put another American flag here. And then I put this bookshelf. I had it in my shed. I have a shed attached to this whole length. I built a shed on the other side of this wall, and there's a lot of storage in there. But basically, I had this bookshelf that we used to have in the house. I took it out and I just put it up here. And then I had this old fleece blanket. I just put it down. Behind it is some supplies from like Costco and stuff. But it looks a lot more comfortable. It actually feels warmer in here. It's more cozy. And I have a lot of stuff up here. These are things that I don't access all the time, like my ramps, dolly. If I ever need it, I could just use the ladder and get up there. I need to sell this. It's kind of like a hitch for the tire. I have some other things up there, and then I put a lot of stuff up here that I'm going to end up throwing away later, but some of it is useful. So there's a whole loft up there, but I'm liking how it's coming along so far. This is where I keep extra leather, and then this is just trash. But yep, this is how it's looking. What I'm going to do is put another one of these fleece blankets, and then I'm going to put my computer out here as well. And it'll look a lot nicer once this is all clear. And then eventually, long term, I'm going to put fence boards, either recycled or I'll buy them new. I might insulate this whole wall and then put fence boards all along, going long ways. I think it would look nice. Checking in. This is how it's coming along. I'm pretty much done for the time being. So I had this projector. I got it during a White Elephant gift exchange, and then I also that same year got an Apple TV through a White Elephant gift exchange. So I made out pretty good on that year, but I never used it because I never needed it. But I did have this. I was gonna set it up, but I decided not to. I was gonna set it up in my living room, but I put it all the way up. It only goes to like about right there. I could even turn it on. If I ever want to watch a movie, I could turn it on. But as you can see, what I did was I originally got this tarp to put on this to block the air from escaping or coming in when it's cold. I got it for the garage door, but it was way too big. So what I did was I cut it in half and then pretty much just used it as a background going all the way across. So it covered up all of the bare 2x4s, which I'm going to put another poster like this one up here. As you can see, I put my degrees from LMC, Los Medanos College, and UC Berkeley. This is the Antioch Bridge. That's where I'm from. The year and my last name. Giving up a lot of personal information, but who gives a shit? And then these are some images that I made. These are signs that I made with nails and string. Originally I did it with rubber bands, but I've had these for a long time. This one, it was bare. It was just white, but I ended up spray painting it blue, and then I did the river, and I was trying to do perspective going out into the distance, but it didn't come out right. Eventually I could fix it. I'm not really worried about it right now. And this is the California Delta, which is like where I consider home. So Antioch's over here. On the back of the map, it's like Antioch, Pittsburgh, Concord, and then on this side of the map, it's like Rio Vista, Oakley, Brentwood, Isleton, those areas. It's really good fishing, probably some of the best. And then I had gotten another flag up here. I also painted this whole table because what I was thinking about doing, and I organized everything. So I already had all these I pretty much already had a lot of this stuff to, like I already had the paint. I already had these organizing buckets. I already had this cushion because this is where I sew. So I spend a lot of time here when I'm sewing for when I do leather working. Then I also screwed in this press. I haven't used it yet, but I have a stamp for my leather stuff. It says True Hide Company. It's pretty cool. I made that with ChatGPT. Anyways, and this is I'm about to make a leather belt right now. So this is a belt scyther. So it'll thin down the leather. And yeah, this is like, these are a lot of the common tools that I use for leather making. And I figured I eventually want to get a big mat to go across, a big self-healing mat. But I'm not really worried about it. I'll do that another time. But eventually I was thinking I could just cut the leather here, and then I could put a video up here and then just show me like recording and doing leather projects eventually. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep this up because you can see the screen. I'll turn on the Apple TV. So I'm just going to turn on the Apple TV. The light just turned on. And then I still have storage up there. And there's storage behind this too. And so you can see that you can barely see it. So I'd have to turn off the lights. It's this top light is really bright. So you can see it better. And then if I turn off these as well, these ones above the workbench, it's like a movie theater. You see that? And you see it goes all the way up. So when it's night, you can't see the light coming through from outside. But yeah, that's kind of my leather workshop. And to be honest, I'm not sure if I'm going to be using that projector too much. Maybe if we want to just like hang out, I'll probably play stuff on it like YouTube in the background. I might hang that TV up maybe over there. I got some more posters to put like over there. I have some like scholarships and awards from my community college days. Someone had drawn me this. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that's kind of how it's coming along. Right now what I'm about to do is I bought this leather hide. There's a place. Shit. There's this place that's near me. I mean, not too far, where they sell leather hides. So I bought one of these. This is specifically for belts. So what I'm going to do right now, we're about to go to Disneyland. And so what I want to do is make a belt. I'll probably make my son one too, because we both need belts. So I just wanted to practice making belts. But this is where I got this from. It's called Hide House. They have some really good, nice leathers. That's how I made my messenger bag. Look for... It's cool because I could fold away the whole table. But what I was going to say over here, what I'm going to do, let me just take this off real quick. So eventually what I'm going to do is move this over here. I'm going to fold that up and put it away. And then I'm going to get one of those oak TV stands. And then I'm going to get a CRT TV, those old school early 2000s TVs with the DVD and the player, with the DVD and the VHS player. I'm going to set up like a 90s retro corner right here to watch movies and play video games. As you can see, I have these this is my original Game Boy Color from when I was a little kid. And then this is like a newer one that you can buy. I need to fix it for some reason. I think the SD card is corrupted. Then these were those mini consoles that came out in like 2017, 2016. Probably like 2018. And I've had these since they came out. You can hack each one of these. I only hacked this one. No, I hacked this one. So this one has like all the games that Nintendo ever made. And then I have my computer. I had hacked my son's DS, and then my nephew asked me to hack his, so eventually I'm going to do that. And then these are like some of the old business ideas I had for like a hot dog stand. It's called Devil Dogs. Tastes like heaven, burns like hell. Scooby-Doo, #1 for #2. That was like one of my best business ideas. But then, I don't know, I started thinking about it. I don't know if I want to be picking up dog shit. I have another one in the works. I'm not going to make any logos or anything. I'm going to test it out first. And this is my original Xbox. And then this PS3. I'm going to hack this and put like the entire PS3, PS2, and PS1 collections. And then use it for like a DVD Blu-ray player. Got like an incense burner, all the books that I have. I used to have a whole bunch of more, but I got rid of them. And I think, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm pretty happy with how it came out.